are back. Page 10. Check. Page 11. Check. Alright, now we are on page 12, folks, with the TechOne SBACH 342. There's two slots in this thing on both sides, and if you go to the outer portion of the slot, that will meet the outer portion of the servo hole, and that will put you centered. Okay, that's what I was doing over there. For anybody that wants to be in the hobby, gas, electric, steam powered, doesn't matter. Battery goes in here. This is set on manual. You can put neutral or auto, and auto will just sweep it back and forth. If you ever get one of these things, when you look at that, and you see how you see the brass on one side, well, you don't want to see it on the battery side. And on the battery side, it'll say in. You can't get it wrong. It won't work if you got it backwards. The other one, on the other side where you put your servo, it goes with the brass parts showing up. Okay. You can also use this to control an electric motor through your ESC. You just plug in, instead of plugging it into the receiver, you plug it in here. Make sure you got your hand on that motor though, because when you do this here, it's going to beep, dee-dee-dee-dee, and then it's going to take off and that motor will go dancing across the table. Okay. But what we want to do here is we want to pre-center all of our servos, and it will make life a lot easier, because once we get those servos in there, it's not always easy to get in here and loosen up the servo arm and adjust it to get it centered. If that's the case, then this servo will go in here just like this. And our pull-pull system, we need to find the splines that gets it as square as possible. You're there to keep it from turning, because you don't want to break the gears screwing this thing in. It's the only thing I don't like about plastic gears. They break when you bump stuff. Okay, so a little out of the ordinary. I'm going to work on this thing a little bit here real quick to see if we can get some of this stuff done, because I'm tired of working on this plane every night, and we're so damn close, and Mr. Aaron's here to help, so probably won't have to do things 5 times.
Just 6.
Just 6, yeah. So where's my pen? Right there. Let's see here. Page 12, check, and 13. We are on page 13. Now page 13 tells you to that's where them 112 millimeter carbon pieces that I didn't know where went, I installed them. I looked through the book. I didn't see that. Over there's some carbon rod. You know where those are? I screwed up. Like I told you, never get ahead of the manual, no matter how bad it is. Ta-da! Damn it, boy. I screwed that one up. Boy, I don't know why in the hell. You know, when I get tired, my thinking is way off. One. There you go. And it's probably not a bad idea to put a little super glue on the end of these so they don't start to fray. There, we can get rid of that. Okay, so the manual says get your carbon rods, your 112 millimeter carbon rods that you did not put on the front of the airplane. And let's see, we need 4 of the little Z-bends. As soon as I can find the bag, it might be in here. Okay, so we got our ailerons done, which means page 13 is a check. The last bit of information on 13 was you need to get 8 of the shrink wraps and 4 of the little hooks, and they're telling you to put a little CA on the end of the thread so you can easily thread it through small holes. And they're full of crap because there's not going to be anything easy about this.
There you go.
There's 3 holes in these. And all my thread just went to the ground. 3 holes. Can you see those?
Yeah.
Put your finger on it and hold it. There you go. Alright. So there's 3 holes in there. They want you to start in the bottom hole, go through, turn around, come back through the other side, you know, so it's a snake pattern like this. And this will be in the center between the servo and the control horn. Now, it's not what I thought, which was like a slip pull deal like you would see on a tent. What you do to tighten this is, believe it or not, you make a wrap or another wrap, and that's how you tighten the tension up on this thread. One thing I will tell you is you do not want to manhandle this thread because it's got a wax on it, and the more you manhandle it, the more it's going to start to fray. I would try to give it not a hard but a slight pull. If there's any stretching going on, you want to get it done before you build your wire. But that being said, let's try to make one of these stupid things. Ow! So you want to also make sure that wherever these end up, they're going to end up in an area where you can get to them in between your carbon rods that are, you know, running up and down, because if it gets in behind the carbon rod, it's going to be a pain in the butt if you're not to get to tighten. And if you can, run your fingers across the end to pull it down and pointy. Now your fingers will stick together for the rest of the day. Alright, now it's going to have to go through that.
Let me see your scissors, please.
Yeah, I think if you glued it first and then let it dry and then cut it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that slid down the string. Now you want to get your pin vise and very gently get behind it with a finger and drill through that hole.
The horn?
Yep, the hole in the horn. The horny hole.
All right.
Okay, now feed the line back through the metal crush sleeve, keeper slash fishing lure deal. You follow me? You got to go through the horn and then back through the metal sleeve. Ladies and gentlemen, he gets paid to do this. Like telling a kid that likes playing in the sandbox he can run a dozer for a living.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Okay, then through the horn.
Mm-hmm.
Now back through the sleeve.
Okay.
Let me finish weeding this one here through, and I'll come down there where the hydraulic crushers. When my grandson comes running out the door, Papa, why did you leave the back door of the house open? I said, man, I didn't know I did. He says, well, it is.
Why did he close it?
So I told him one time, I was like, skin grows back, shoes cost money. You know, I'm just joking with him.
Skin grows back,
shoes cost money.
Yeah.
Meaning, you know, don't wear them damn shoes out, you can run around barefooted, right? But we don't like him running around barefooted.
Yeah.
I just told him that because I've been told that when I was a kid. So I was like, dude, where's your shoes? He's like, skin grows back, Pawpaw. Shoes cost money. I was like, alrighty then. Okay, so now you want to get your metal sleeve within reason, and you know, somewhere up in there. And you want to make damn sure that your control surface is flat and level.
Is it in neutral?
We're good on this end. String's not lined up, messing with nothing. And then we're gonna get in there and drop that in there. Is it tight?
Tighten the tool there.
Get it out of there. We have almost finished this complete build. I decided to go with the small brakes because I just think this was going to be way too laborious on control surfaces. So I've stuck our, because I didn't have another one, I stuck our little 6 on there. I tested the motor direction, and I put a 7-volt 950 milliamp battery right there in the middle. I've still got to put some kind of Velcro on that guy to hold it in place. One Spectrum bind plug. And that's really all you need is one, right? And I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it on the very end where it says, and oh my Lord, what kind of problems do we got going on here?
Straighten up your rudder a little bit.
I don't think it has enough brake. I think this brake is a little small. I think the other ones are too big. But all you have to do really is just glue a little bit bigger piece of foam on right there. And let me get to this part that's really upsetting.